Hello and welcome to a new video, and as you can see it's of a video game and it's of WipEout Omega Collection for the PlayStation 4. Now I've had WipEout HD on the PlayStation 3, and at the time when it came out a few years ago I got it for free and it was digital, and this was when the PlayStation Network got hacked and it was down for over a month, and PlayStation offered everyone 2 free games, and I can't remember what the other game was that I got, but one of them was WipEout HD. So I got it and I still have it, but I haven't played it in ages. A good few years ago, when the PlayStation 4 came out, they released the Omega collection, which contains, I think it's the WipEout HD, I think the DLC content, and also the WipEout game that came out on the PS Vita. I think it's 2084, something like that, but we'll read the back of it just to make sure. So you got that, and I've been on the lookout for this game for ages, and as you can see I got it for £10, and obviously this is second hand from CEX, and most of the time I've seen it, and on a rare occasion it's either been more expensive than this, or it's just been the standard box that the case, should I say, that this WipEout Omega collection came in. And I was in my local CX today, and I thought to myself, you know what, I can't pass up this chance in collecting it. So I've actually got it, and I do have like a history with WipEout, where I played a lot of the first couple of WipEout games, I think, that were on PlayStation 1. And I remember playing that, and the music on it, I think it was more like techno music that was on the games at the time. And I think there was a PS2 WipEout, I don't remember the name of it, and there was a WipEout that was on the N64. Definitely wasn't GameCube, it was definitely N64. I'm going to double check something, because I know I definitely had it. If you bear with me, I can't remember the name of it. I'm trying to remember what it was called. WipEout, because I definitely remember having it. Yeah, it was called, fun enough, it was just called WipEout 64. And I remember playing that on the N64 and absolutely loving it. And for whatever reason, you would have thought with the PS4 and the PS5 that there would have been, the WipEout series would have continued, but unfortunately it kind of hasn't. I mean, who knows? I mean, never say never. But yeah, I remember really enjoying that game, and playing it around my friend's house on his PlayStation 1, and never getting to own my own copy of it on the PlayStation 1 when I finally got one, and then obviously a PS2. But I think I do have a WipEout game on the PS2, which I don't. Again, I'm trying to fucking look that up, because I think I remember having. Let me just double check. Although I don't know if I've still got it, because it could be one of the things where I've got rid of it. I think there was a game, I think it may have been, it was called WipEout Fusion, which I'm not 100% sure if I've actually still got that. And then there actually was a WipEout game on the PSP called WipEout Pulse, which I don't know. I don't know if I've got a WipEout game on the PSP. Let me have a quick look, which I don't think I do, but I keep thinking that I have one on there. Don't know where my PSP collection is. Right, let's double check. Yeah, I thought so. Here we are. You can see it there. And that's WipEout Pure. And this came in a little, and this is for the PSP. Actually, if I can take this out. it's not coming out. So here we are, and that's that there. I might actually go through this again. And then I remember playing all these various different PSP games. Sorry, the WipEout games over the different different formats. PS1, PS2, obviously N64 as I said, and PSP, and obviously in the PS3 when they released the WipEout HD collection, the HD game on there. And so I've always loved those games and the music in it as well that used to go along with it. So it's a shame that they haven't made a new one. Again, as I said, I don't know what's going on because I don't think the studio that originally made the WipEout games even exists anymore. Now, what's really great about this particular case is that you get a slip cover, and what it does is it tries to emulate the original PlayStation 1 case, where obviously you get the cases there, which I think I've got one nearby so you can see what they originally used to look like. Bear with me. Here we are. So this one is Command and Conquer, and you can see the resemblance in terms of the case. Obviously this is a lot longer, and it would open up. So this is 2 discs, and you can see how it would open up with the border still being there. Now the problem with the PlayStation cases, although they were really great, is that this part here was very infamous with cracking. Mr. Crack really easy and snap. And what I love with what they've done with this Omega collection is they've emulated the PlayStation 1 plastic cases, but obviously without the nuisance of the actual plastic with it snapping. It kind of reminds me of a PlayStation 1 case, as I've shown you a second ago, but with the size of a Sega Saturn case. Kind of like that. And I do love how you can see here which says PlayStation. It's kind of, you take my word for it, it's actually debossed. And when I first was waiting to be served, you can see that it's got this distressed damaged look, and at first I thought it was the casing that was damaged, but on further look it's supposed to be look damaged and distressed. And when I was looking up the actual cases of the Omega collection, I was just obviously making sure that it didn't come in a plastic case, because I keep remembering it being like that, but obviously it wasn't. It was just a slip case. And yeah, you can see it really emulates the PS4 cases. But I think that apparently that for the most part they released it as the normal case without the slip cover. It's only when I think they released the pre-orders of the WipEout Omega collection that they came with the slip cover. We'll attempt to move the sticker off of this. Hopefully there's no damage under it. Again, I was really lucky to spot it because I actually went in my local CX twice and I never noticed it. And every time I've been in there, I've always looked under the W section on the off chance that I might find the WipEout Omega collection. And when I went, and then something told me to go back in there the second time and look again under the W, which I didn't do the first time. And then when I went back in there, this is what I saw, and plus with the cover. And when I was trying to find the disc, I was kind of worried about they probably wouldn't find the disc, because that has happened to me when I've gone and pay for a game and then they can't find the disc and they say, "Oh, sorry, we can't find it." And the customer ahead of me had the same issue where one of the games they couldn't find, and one of the games was out of stock, even though they said they had it. So I'm really glad I've managed to find it. And then the slip cover comes off, and then you get the WipEout cover, and as you can see, it's got kind of this metallic silver kind of a finish to it. As you can see, I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up that well, but you can see it. But most of the time, I've seen it like just in the case like this, but without this, or when I have, it's been a lot more expensive with the slip cover that obviously I support that emulates a PlayStation 1 case, and as you can see from the side, you can see the way it's exactly like a PS1 case, similar to like that is Evolve. This is the platinum one. Obviously it's grey, but it normally would be black. But yeah, I'm absolutely really glad that I managed to get this. I think on what the back is exactly the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So we'll have a quick read on the back of that. And I've already had inspected the disc to see if it's okay, and it actually is. So I'm really happy about that. And it says, gravity ends as the race begins. The futuristic anti-gravity combat racer returns. Rip through the air at breakneck speeds in adrenaline fueled races, won or lost in the blink of an eye. Packed with content from WipEout HD Fury and WipEout 2048, so I was right. Pilots a brand new ship exclusive to WipEout Omega Collection. Race 26 tracks, 46 ships and 9 modes from WipEout HD Fury and WipEout 2048, which I think was on the PSP, was on the PS Vita. Fly to an all new electro soundtrack starring Swedish House Mafia and The Prodigy, who I loved the Prodigy as a teenager, and I was a big fan of their music and their albums as well. And that's one of the reasons why I loved the WipEout games, because it was just the music to it was just absolutely fantastic. Take on friends in 8-player online races or in 2-player offline split screen. Play online with PlayStation Plus. It's 1 to 2 players. Network players 2 to 8. I think it's there. PlayStation Plus subscription required. 24 gigabytes minimum. Dual shock 4 vibration function. HD video outputs just between 480p, 720 and 1080p, and remote play supported, and PS4 Pro enhanced. Obviously I don't have a PS4, but I do have a PS5, so that should suffice. And then this is region 1. So open the actual case itself, and that's all you get. And the case is in a fantastic condition. Again, I'm really shocked that not only is the case itself in fantastic condition, so it's not cracked, scuff marks or pieces of it missing, but it looks virtually brand new. And then we've got the disc here, which again is in fantastic condition. No smudges, microfibers, or any fingerprints on that, or cracks or scratches. So it's absolutely fantastic condition. I mean, this is what you get here with the advertisement for PlayStation Plus, which obviously has gone up. Although it doesn't have a price on there. And then, obviously, on here, it tells you the default instructions. So you got to steer, left stick, accelerate X, left air brake L2, right air brake R2, and on left is L2. Fire weapon and use pickups is X. Absorb pickup is circle. Look back is R1, change view is triangle, and pause game is the option button. So there we have it. So yeah, I'm really glad that not only was I managed to get this for a fantastic price, but I also got it in the limited edition slipcover case, which again, on top of that, that was that's in a fantastic condition as well. So it's very rare to find a slipcover for whether it's a game, whether in a Blu-ray, where the slipcover's in fantastic condition, but almost like new condition, as well as the case. So hand in hand in both excellent condition. So yeah, I've had to wait a few years to finally get WipEout the Omega Collection, but now I finally have it, and I definitely will be doing some recorded footage on that for my YouTube channel as well, whether it's on YouTube or on Twitch. But yeah, it just shows you that sometimes when it comes to a particular favorite video game that you want, whether it's you're waiting for a price drop, or it's a price drop and a limited edition version of that particular item, video game or Blu-ray, sometimes it's just about being patient and playing the waiting game, and then you end up getting it not only for a very good price, but also in a fantastic condition. So yeah, I'm really glad that I waited, and then I decided to go in there, because this probably would have disappeared if I hadn't have gone in there and then gone in there today and looked. And for that matter, gone in there for the second time and followed what my mind was telling me and had a look. Because normally when I go in there to look for stuff in CX, I always look in the W section in the PS4 just to see if it is in there. Because when it was last in there, without the slipcover, it was actually quite. It was. I wasn't prepared to pay the price for it. But again, as I said before, it's in fantastic condition with the slipcover and case, and a fantastic price. So this is WipEout the Omega Collection for PlayStation 4. Anyway, I hope people enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share your friends and family. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, I would highly appreciate that. This will allow people to find my YouTube channel on content. This is because of the YouTube algorithms favor the bigger YouTubers, so their channel and content gets advertised in the YouTube recommendation page. So it would be nice to get some subscribers, or some new subscribers, should I say. And speaking of subscribing, if you already haven't, please consider subscribing if you want to see stuff like this, whether it's video game unboxings, video game playthroughs, Blu-ray and Blu-ray Steelbook unboxings, my Blu-ray and Blu-ray Steelbook collections, as well as my limited edition DVDs that I have in my collection, which you would have seen the Superman collection that I've got in the metal tin. Not parting with that. Also, I've done something VHS related, which was of Back to the Future, where I talk about my history and the memories of that movie, and a little brief rundown history of VHS, which obviously was the format before DVD. I will be following up with Back to the Future Part 2 on VHS, and then concluding, which is kind of funny because that's what happened with the end of Back to the Future Part 2, and then concluding with Back to the Future Part 3 on VHS as well. So stay tuned for that. And if I can find my old VHS player, and who knows, that might make an appearance if I can find where it is. And a special thank you to my friend who donated me her old collection of the Back to the Future trilogy on VHS, which I actually did own years ago. The Back to the Future Part 2 on VHS, but I long since got rid of that. And I probably won't be watching them, because obviously Back to the Future's on. I've got multiple times on Blu-ray in terms of the picture quality, which I'll be watching. It's just nice to have those nostalgic things in my collection. And we'll be talking about Part 2 and Part 3 with my memories on those particular movies, especially Part 2. So I'll keep an eye out for that. Also, food and drink reviews, movie and TV show reviews and recommendations. And I've already done the 1982 movie. It's a short review of Tron, and also the 1982 movie Star Trek to the Wrath of Khan. Both of them have fantastic Blu-ray steelbooks, which I've shown. And what's great about the Star Trek to the Wrath of Khan is that you get two versions of the movie: the theatrical cut of the movie and the director's cut of the movie. Again, a classic movie. I will be doing other movie reviews, old and new, on my channel, so keep an eye out for that. Also comics, which I've been collecting for years, and I'm loving the Absolute series that they've been doing with DC, with the retelling of some of the classic DC characters, currently with Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, and the Flash. And I know recently they've done one with Martian Manhunter. So I don't know what other superheroes that they'll be doing a retelling of, and the artworks of especially the Superman and the Flash have been fantastic. So I highly recommend checking out those comics if you don't already own them. And I do own the first issues, and if you don't, you can check out my videos where I've showcased the first issues of each of those comics, and some of them have got multiple variant different covers, so please check out those. Also comic book graphic novels, and my comic book collections, what I've been collecting over the last few decades, and also comic book statues and figures. I bought two more figures of recent, and one is a superhero related. One of them, the second one is related to the 1986 animated movie Transformers the movie, which I haven't bought anything Transformers related to in a long time. So it's nice to get something Transformers related, which I haven't been able to do, more so to do with the price of them. believe it or not. So check out those videos when they're done. I did get some figures prior to that in Christmas just gone for January sales, and previous Christmases, previous January sales, and previous birthdays where people, a friend of mine, every birthday gave me some figures for Christmas. One of them I haven't boxed it. One of them, I think you may have seen, where it's a statue of Lex Luthor in his suit. And maybe we might do a short video showcasing that again, because I don't remember if I spoke in that. I'm showcasing that, and it's again, it's a really fantastic figure. And the other figure that I've got, which he gave me on my birthday a few years ago, it's another one of my favorite DC superheroes. So you can kind of guess who it is, and it's not Superman. So I'll let you figure out who that is. But I will be showcasing that. So, and then I do have some other statues which will be DC Comics related, Marvel related, and believe it or not, even Star Wars related, which is a rare thing. So yeah, definitely subscribe to my channel if you want to see stuff like that. Beauty products, whether it's shower gels, bath washes, body washes should I say, bath salts, facial products, and aftershaves. And then what I normally do is, as a YouTube short, I do follow-up videos in whether or not I recommend that particular product, or whether it's worked, and on top of that, whether or not it's money for value. Also, art books, which I've done 3 so far. I've done, I'm trying to think of the movie Gemini Man, which I know not many people like, but I actually liked it, and which I did a Blu-ray unboxing of that as well, and an art book of that, and also Black Panther Wakanda. And recently I did the art and making of Pacific Rim Uprising. All 3 fantastic art books, considering that they were ranged from between £30 to £35, and I got for $2.99 from Forbidden Planet. So if you're ever in central London, in the Holborn area, then I definitely recommend checking out Forbidden Planet, because they do some really good deals when it comes to art books at dirt cheap prices, and they're brand new, and also with figures as well, considering that figures have gone up. And speaking of figures as well, consider checking out my Superboy Prime unboxing video, which I did a few months ago. Fantastic figure in terms of the articulation, the attention to detail, and also the color and paintwork as well, and the posability of the actual figure as well. And it stands proudly on my Blu-ray bookcase as well. So please check out that video, because when I was originally thinking about buying it, all those months ago, I was iffing and butting whether or not I should get it until I checked out other YouTubers. So that's what I like to do with my channel, so that people can check out stuff and maybe it might influence you wanting to buy it. I do have more art books to come. In terms of, I got some during the January sales just gone, and previous Christmases, the Christmas just gone, previous January sales, and other art books that I've been collecting over the years, which will be James Bond related, well, a lot of them anyway, but most of the ones that you'll be seeing, the new ones, will be video game, TV show, and movie related. So there's going to be a lot more of that to come. Also, gaming accessories, also accessories to do with laptops, which I've done, and mobile phones as well. Gadgets, film memorabilia products, which I've got a few, which if you're a long time subscriber to my channel, you would have seen one of them, which I briefly showcased, which I don't remember which video it was even in, and they will be Back to the Future related, and I think you're absolutely going to love them. And considering that which I got them from, all I'll say is I did get them from TK Maxx at a very good price, and they've completely disappeared from TK Maxx. So I'm glad that I picked those particular items up when I did. So keep an eye out for those particular items. Also, I've done electrical appliance unboxings, whether it's been microwaves, Vax carpet cleaners, and a Vax vacuum cleaner as well. Especially with the carpet cleaning, which it's the second model of the one that I unboxed. I haven't done the review of that, which I should have done years ago, which I will do a follow-up on a review on that particular carpet cleaner or carpet Vax product. And I've used it long enough, so I think it's more than about time and ready for me to give you my full thoughts on that particular carpet cleaner, and then eventually with the vacuum cleaner as well, which I've had for the last few months as well. So keep an eye out for those videos, and I'm possibly might even try and show my retro game collection, which you've already seen one of them, which is Command and Conquer, which I think I've already done a video of that already. And some of my Super Nintendo games. I'll show you one very quickly. I don't have the case for it, unfortunately. So the ones I do have it is battered, and this is Killer Instinct for the Super Nintendo, which is a bit dusty. I need to clean off a little bit. Should be taking better care of it. But Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo in a black cartridge, which is absolutely awesome. I'm not parting with this. So yeah, I might sit there and consider doing videos on that. And I'm trying to think of what else I do. Also, I do a monthly vlog, which shows what I've been up to for the last month, what I'm gonna be up to for the next month. Also, rant videos when they deem necessary, and also, of course, YouTube shorts as well, and DIY products as well. So there's probably lots more, and clothing pickups as well. So there's lots of more stuff that I do on my channel. So yeah, consider subscribing, and especially with this bit of news that I've managed to pre-order here in the UK, the Switch 2 bundle with Mario Kart World, and unfortunately it's the digital one. Now I would have loved to have it physical, but buying it, the Switch 2 on its own with no game, and then buying the physical copy of Mario Kart World would have racked up the price of it. So it saved me nearly £50 in just getting that particular bundle. So, you know, as long as I get to play the game, that's kind of the main thing, and also we get the main console itself. So that we will have to look forward to in early June. I can't guarantee, sorry, that I'll be doing it on day of release, because obviously it depends on when it comes. I probably will do a short YouTube short of when the actual box comes, because obviously it will come with a box within a box, and then we'll do a complete unboxing of that after once I get it. So again, I can't guarantee that it will come on day of release. If I could have got it a little bit faster, it would have mean paying more for the delivery, which I'm not prepared to do. As long as I get it, that's the main thing. So touch wood, it does turn up and nothing silly happens, because it's been over a month since I pre-ordered it. So I know I've been hearing stories about people depending on where they've ordered it in North America, where they've had still having their orders cancelled. But I have seen that from the time that I pre-ordered mine a month ago, from where I got it from, they've every so often they do get it back in stock. So it's probably a good thing. So it probably won't get cancelled, but fingers crossed that it won't. For me, it will be a late birthday present, as my birthday was early May. So this will obviously this is going to come early June, sorry. So I've got that to look forward to. I'm really looking forward to trying out the console, and we also will do a series of comparison videos in comparing the Joy-Cons in terms of how they feel, in terms of the size, the weight, and same thing with the dock, the main unit itself, and also the kickstand as well. Because obviously with my Switch has it's the original one with the original kickstand, which a lot of people didn't like because they thought it was a bit too flimsy, until they revised it with the OLED Switch with the better kickstand. So it'd be nice to sit there and to compare the size and the weight. So we'll be doing a series of videos comparing the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. So you've got all that to look forward to. So if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, consider subscribing to me to my channel. And in the next few weeks or so, we shall have the Nintendo Switch 2, which again I'm eagerly anticipating. In Christmas 2023, we hit 500 subs. Early 2024, we hit 600 subs, and as of the 7th of May, we're nearly halfway to 900 YouTube subscribers. So again, thank you to all the subscribers who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Whether you're a recent subscriber or you've been a long-term subscriber to my channel for months or years, a big thank you to every single one of you, because without you guys, my channel wouldn't be where it is today. If there's any questions that you want asked about a particular product, then please feel free to ask, and I will get back to you and do the best I can in answering your questions. Hopefully we can get to 900 YouTube subscribers, and then for me it will be the big 1,000 YouTube subscribers, which I am hoping that we can get to. So fingers crossed that we can get there sooner rather than later. So again, thank you to every single one of you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, and thank you once again. I also live stream on Twitch. To find me on there, it's the same name as my YouTube name, just add the numbers 76. If you're still having trouble trying to find and follow me on there, I will leave the link in the description box. I don't have a set schedule when I live stream on there. This is mainly to do with my busy personal life. So it's been a bit hectic in trying to find the free time to do everything, and also health issues as well. So I don't have a set schedule of when I can and can't stream. So it's a day-by-day basis and when I can stream. Even if you can't follow me on Twitch, if there isn't any copyright music in there, what I tend to try and do is put export the videos to YouTube. So again, please give me a follow if you can. And speaking of YouTube, on a rare occasion I do live stream on there. It mainly will be casual gaming, so it'll be beat 'em up, shoot 'em ups, platform games, now racing games, and sports games, things like that. Even if you can't follow me live, the videos will be kept up. I already did 2 birthday streams in there on my channel, which the videos are already kept up, so you can check out those videos. And again, it would be nice to have some live viewership, but if you can't make it, then that's fine. Again, as I said before, the videos will be kept up, so you can watch it when you have the free time, or if you choose to do so. So yeah, hit the notification bell on the off chance I do live stream on YouTube, and it's something that I'm hoping to improve over the months. But again, the same thing with Twitch. To do with my my life's been pretty hectic, and then health issues as well. So it's a day-by-day basis when I can and can't do something, so I'm making no guarantees. Anyway, just leaves me to say, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe. And I know this has been an extra long video, and I'll speak to you again in the next video. Bye for now.